looking so good. No, my future's not looking so good. Mama said Daddy was a rolling stone. I was only 2 when he left home. He liked to drink, liked to cuss and fight. Mainline cane and stay out all night. Say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Want a good example? Take a look at me. I made a promise to myself at 10. I wouldn't grow up to be like him. Open up my eyes. Reach for the skies. Gotta be a way to forget. Get out of this rut that I'm stuck in. Open up my eyes. A bad boy since the day I was born. I'm the last motherfucker that you wanna take home. An outlaw, outcast, outspoken, loaded gun. On my mind, I'm never outdone. A suicidal American Idol. My trophy looks more like a headstone. I'm a suicidal American Idol. My trophy looks more like a headstone. Open up my eyes. Reach for the skies. Gotta be a way to forget. Get out of this rut that I'm stuck in. Open up my eyes. I'm a suicidal American Idol. 'Cause I'm a suicidal American Idol. I'm a suicidal American Idol. 'Cause I'm a suicidal American Idol. No, my future's not looking so good. Open up my eyes. Reach for the skies. Gotta be a way to forget. Get out of this rut that I'm stuck in. Open up my eyes. Don't you know that I'm a suicidal American Idol? I'm just another suicidal American Idol. Living like a suicidal American Idol. Just a suicidal American Idol.
This is Pat Durat on Hardest Nails Radio at NWCZradio.com. Got some Atomic Outlaws there for you. Today in the studio, we got the drummer from that band, Mr. Jason Vaness.
Hey.
Double J.
How you doing?
What do you want to go by?
Double J is good.
Double J. What's J? Double J stand for?
I really don't know. Well, my old singer from way back, you ever seen that movie, what was it, Saturday Night Fever?
Yeah.
There was that Double J guy,
Yeah.
and we were in a band, I don't know, this was way back when I was in a band called the Beauty School Dropouts, and he just started writing it on my drums, and then people started calling me it, and it just kind of stuck, and it's been there ever since. So.
It's stuck. Could have been worse.
Could have been worse, you know, and a cool movie, too, so, I mean, come on, Travolta. Can't go wrong with Travolta.
Probably his best movie ever. Tonight we're going to go a little retro. We're doing a lot of local retro stuff. Got thanks to everybody out there for just sending tons of crap in. I mean, I listened to this stuff all week, and I'm like, wow, I'd forgotten about half of this stuff. That was the Atomic Outlaws there. So what's going on with the Atomic Outlaws now?
Oh, we're done.
You're done?
Yeah, it's kind of done and moving on. Looking for something new. So,
you guys any prospects?
I don't know. I mean, I talked to all the guys, so
Yeah.
just kind of seeing what happens.
Working on it. Work in progress.
Whoever calls, I'll probably be in 3 bands with 3 different, guys from the band in the long run. Knowing my luck.
Welcome to Tacoma.
Yeah.
We all get around, which you'll find out later on the show. Next up, we're going to play probably the only glam band I can think of to come out of this area. A little bit of Talks Cheap here.
There you go.
Talk.
kind of takes you back a little bit, doesn't it?
Yes, makes you feel kind of old.
For those you don't know, that's Talks Cheap. That's started out, let's see, as Tramp Alley. Then they moved on to Talks Cheap. Then they went to Queenie Blast Pop, moved off to L.A. And Les Sanders from that band is still around here. So's Jimmy Paulson. Jimmy still has his hands in music somewhere. And Les is in Prophets of Addiction. Anything you can remember there, Double J?
I just saw Jimmy play two weekends ago. New American Shame did a little thing down at Slim's in Seattle. Yeah, great show.
Right on.
Right in the back of a flatbed truck. Nice. It was very cool.
Nice. It's cool. You know, I remember seeing these guys. I think the first time I saw them, they had the house. They were Tramp Alley. Oh. Everybody knew the Tramp Alley house.
Puyallup.
And out in Fife on Old 99, right, kind of down from Brook Lake Hall.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. It
was like the crash. It was like the crash pad for numerous people.
Just an old empty house that they took over.
Yeah. Well, they can't afford rent.
That's the way you did it back then.
Yeah, I know. You know, let me see. Did I sleep there? God, I hope not. But anyway, Les Sanders from that band, Prophets of Addiction now, and I don't know if people out there have been paying attention to this, but they split and went to did a little tour through the UK and Italy last year. And where were they going this year?
They were supposed to go to Australia.
I
think that got canceled, though.
That got canceled on them?
Yeah. So I think they're up in L.A. right now recording from what I've seen on Facebook from Les.
Uh-oh. Facebook rumors.
Yeah, we're Facebook pals, so, I'm all up to date on that kind of stuff. But, yeah, I think they're up in L.A. just re-recording, like, the new record, so.
Okay. Come on, guys, hurry it up. We need that stuff out there. So we're kind of going through a list here kind of quick. The next band on this list, we're going to have a little bit of Acid Angels here with a song called Red Lights. It's another band that's Kelly's band.
Kelly, who was in Queenie Blast Pop.
Yeah, it was Queenie Blast Pop, which was later.
Which, if you knew Kelly,
yeah.
Kelly's always... He's also in Redneck Girlfriend, but, yeah. He'll always be glam, and country. He's a country glam guy.
Oh, I love that.
Great mix.
I played with my band, Acid Angels a little while back in September of last year at the backstage. And I was pretty blown away. They're throwing out the free CDs. I took it home, listened to it. I'm like, wow.
Oh, they're great.
Yeah, they're a great band.
If anybody knows me, they've seen me wearing that shirt at probably every show I've ever played.
It's always crack on you. I'm going to come steal your Acid Angel shirt.
Well, he showed up at one of our shows with like hoodies, shirts, everything, and just threw them at us while we were playing on stage.
Nice.
So, we're all, and that's right before we went on tour. So, our whole tour, that's what we wore was Acid Angel hoodies and T-shirts and
right on.
Good to go.
Now we're going to play a little bit of Acid Angels here. Red Lights.
Shot it up, it felt so good. But here I stand, I'm all alone. I see that girl, it chills me to the bone. Well, there she is, well, that's my girl. Somehow my demons, they slipped into her world. The dazzled age,
Come on, Jay. What do you think there?
You know I love that song. I don't even got to tell you that one.
Did you ever wash that shirt?
Huh?
You ever wash that shirt?
Occasionally. I try not to. You know, black fades, so.
Go get on Facebook and go love these guys. Show them some loving on there. We need to get them playing out more. They don't play that often, you know, but when they do, they're usually packing the place. So show Acid Angel some loving on there. Now we're going to move on to these guys. They were Tacoma, then they kind of went Seattle, then they came back to Tacoma, went Seattle again, and then they put out this EP. And I remember buying this thing for, I think it was like $3 or something at one of their shows. Villain. These guys they were like a standard back in the day and just never got picked up. They had, you know, a death within the band, which pretty much basically caused the split up, I think. But these guys were just absolutely awesome. Here's a little bit of Villain with Runaway Train. And there you go. There's Villain. I know a lot of you guys out there remember those guys. You've seen them quite a few times back in the day. What's cool about this whole retro thing we're doing tonight, it's kind of helping you to remember, about these guys. And a lot of these guys are still around. They're still alive and kicking somewhere. And you're going to get a kick out of the next one.
What's that?
It's your boys.
Who's that?
Jet City.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, this would be a good one.
We're going to pop on some Jet City Fix here, and we're going to rip on them after we play the song. How's that?
Oh, I can't do that. Ty's my boy. Ty and Justin. Dana. Actually, this song has Billy Hopeless singing backup vocals from the Black Halos.
Nice.
So it's a goodie.
Here we go with some Jet City Fix. Holy moly. Good Jet
stuff.
City Fix there.
Love that band.
You want to tell us the story on this band there?
Oh, what story?
Let's go through the member lineup there.
Well, got Ty. He just was actually in Atomic Outlaws for a little bit. And then he joined Fall from Grace, and him and his brother Justin just joined Fall from Grace, and they've been out on the road for like 3 months. I think they're coming back home in a couple, like next week or something. Then Dana, of course, Witchburn.
Drummer from Witchburn.
Yeah. And Shane, he's, I don't think he's done anything since that band broke up. And they still, and Paulson's in the band now.
Jimmy Paulson.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
When's the last show they did? Was that Hell's Kitchen?
I believe so.
Yeah. I think I remember seeing the show down at Hell's Kitchen. God, that was Jesus. The last, yikes.
Well, when
was it?
Hell's Kitchen, it just closed, but when they opened, we played, us and Jet City Fix did the grand opening for it, which was
the downtown location?
Yeah, it was on New Year's. That was a crazy show. That was just nuts.
Something you don't forget.
No, it was a good time.
I miss Hell's Kitchen. All right, we're going to jump from Jet City Fix into another band we're going to have Jason talking about. We're going to get into some Point Defiance here with Low.
Desperate needs him. I allow it. No one's joking, but no one's thought it through. Said, how are you feeling? A misunderstanding, confusion is humbling me. I'm not alone with it. Who should atone for it? Who's gonna fall with it? Could I have been so wrong? Come on, come on, come on now. Lay it down, can you see what I'm saying? I know, you know, man. You gotta get it back, gotta get it back. Oh, gotta get it back, gotta get it back. Oh, gotta get it back, gotta get it back. How inviting, call it violent, wrap it up on me. I said, I accept it as you wreck it. You're changing what you're seeing. How will you feel when you've lost all your will? Desperation comes so easily. I'm not at fault for it. I really don't want it. Who's gonna hang for it? Could I have been so wrong? Come on, come on, come on now. Lay it down, can you see what I'm saying? I know, you know, man. You gotta get it back, gotta get it back. Oh, gotta get it back, gotta get it back. Gotta get it back, gotta get it back. Oh, so low, so low, so low, so. So familiar, call it violent, your shadow desperate need, but I accept it as you wreck it, 'cause now I've thought it through. Said, how are you feeling? You're misunderstanding, you're changing how you used to be. I'm not alone with it, I really don't want it. I'll never hang for it. Should I have been so wrong? Come on, come on, come on now. Lay it down, can you see what I'm saying? I know, you know, man. You gotta get it back, gotta get it back. Come on, come on, come on now. It's been so long since we started this. I know, you know, man. You gotta get it back, gotta get it back. Oh, gotta get it back, gotta get it back. Oh, gotta get it back, gotta get it back. Oh, gotta get it back, gotta get it back. Oh, gotta get it back, gotta get it back. Oh.
Wow. I recognize some of those people in that band.
I know, right?
It's another band that's been around here a little while. You want to go through the members on that band?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Well, the main one is the drummer, of course.
Yeah, you're
the bell.
You're a drummer.
Oh, if anybody knows me, they know that dude is like my favorite drummer, signed, unsigned, anything. I mean, he's like a drum machine back there working it.
And he came from what band?
Sedated Souls, I believe.
There you go.
That was one of my favorites. Band Prayer Factory with Junior and all those guys. And, well, Jeff was in that too also.
Yep. Jeff is now where?
Where's he? A missionary position? No, the Walking Papers. I believe that's his new little thing going on right now. I saw that.
Yeah,
which I haven't heard, but I really want to. If Jeff's doing it, it's going to be good.
Yeah, anything he does. I remember his voice.
Oh, yeah, he's got...
You just can't get that voice out of your head. So, check out Point... That was Point Defiance with Low on there, but check those guys out, too. They're another band that's kind of like, doesn't play very often around here, but when they do, they'll pack a place. So, next one we got coming up, got sent to me by Tony DeLisio, who's now in Mechanism, their guitar player. This was actually his old band. This is going back, Jesus, this is the 80s. This is back when we had this like little glam scene going on around here. Do you remember much of that?
Oh, yeah.
That
the Nirvana hit. Then it all went.
Yeah, it just ruined it.
No, it didn't ruin it. Nirvana was cool, but...
I wasn't a big fan of grunge.
No?
Grunt Truck? Yeah, they're cool.
Grunt Truck was great band.
I can handle some Grunt Truck. But I was always a butt rocker.
Gotcha.
So we're going to go on to Gypsy Rose now with Don't Feed the Fire.
I
Mr. Shredder was in that band. Tony DeLisio, now in Mechanism. There's it's funny how all these guys like get around. I'm looking through my list of songs that I've got for the playlist tonight on the show, and it's like most of these guys have been in like a lot of these other bands.
I was just thinking the same thing.
You know, it's like we bounce, and I'm guilty of it too. I mean, there's a couple in here that I've been in, you know, and or some spin-off of, you know, some other band. But Jesus, thanks Tony for sending me some Gypsy Rose. Took me back. I know all you Mechanism fans out there will kind of enjoy that too and get a kick out of it. So, but up next, I already warned Double J. We got Fantastic Four coming up next, and there's so much history right there.
Oh yeah, well, this was the singer for Fantastic Four was actually the original singer for the Atomic Outlaws.
Here we go.
And now he is your singer.
Yeah, he's
in your band, your current band.
He's in Ranchero now.
And I've known Timmy since high school. You know, me and him were at the first band I was ever in. He was my guitar player in a band called Daisy Chain, way back in the day.
In Puyallup at the storage sheds, right next to Kildecor.
That's right. You doing those shows with the old Rhino Humpers back in the day.
Oh my God, this is cracking me up. You know, and you got, I think Barry was in there.
Barry was in Fantastic Four.
Yeah, Barry. And who was the drummer?
Your drummer now.
Andy?
Andy, yeah.
Before that, wasn't it?
In Fantastic Four? I think it was always Andy.
Was it Rob? Wasn't Rob Rotterman?
I think that was something else.
That was something. That was. Maybe that
3
was
Deep,
something
I
else.
think, was that band.
Yeah. Okay.
Might have got you on that one.
Yeah. I think you stumped the trump there.
Right.
We're gonna pop on some Fantastic Four. This is for you, Timmy. So enjoy House of Elvis.
Look at me for the first time. Whisper in your ear, I wanna be with you till the end of time. Don't you know how you make me feel? I know I mean everything to you, and you mean everything to me. I am your bags in hand at the front door. Only God knows where we're heading for. I wanna be with you till the day I die. Go! You say you love me. I say I love you too. Why don't we go down and try to get married in the house of Elvis? Say yeah. I see you there in your white bridal gown. Take this ring from my hand and tell me that you will love me forever. Don't you know I'll never lie and cheat on you? Help you do everything you do, because I wanna be with you for the rest of my life. Go! You say you love me. I say I love you too. Why don't we go down and try to get married in the house of Elvis? Say yeah, yeah. Hit it, Pan. Don't you know how you make me feel? Well, no, I mean everything to you, and you mean everything to me. Don't you know I'll never lie or cheat on you? Help you do everything you do, because I wanna be with you for the rest of my life. Go! You say you love me. I say I love you too. Why don't we go down and
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Timmy, we love you. Little Fantastic Four there with House of Elvis. You know, it's being in a band with this guy now, you know, playing bass for Ranchero, which is basically Fantastic Four, you know, kind of revamped a little bit. But I love these guys. Love them to death. We got coming up next a huge Tacoma band. I thought these guys were just going to explode and never understood why they didn't. We were talking about a couple of members earlier, Prayer Factory.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Sorry, Jay.
Yeah, I was
leading you on there.
I don't got the paper. You're looking.
Yeah,
I'm like, who?
I'm looking at the
I'm
paper.
all getting excited. I'm like, who's coming up?
Yeah, wow. You know, do you want to go into some stories here? And
Gosh, I don't know. You know, I've shared a practice room with them right when they went from Sedated Souls to Prayer Factory, and it went from, you know, Trevor to Junior singing, and like I said, you know, like we were talking earlier, it's just, you know, heard Junior singing, I was just like, damn, this cat's got it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the real deal.
yeah, he did the backups on a lot of the Sedated Soul stuff. So
And nothing taken away from Trevor. I thought Trevor was great too. I was a huge Sedated Souls fan.
he was. He kind of reminds me of, you know, at that same time there was a band called Running with Scissors. He kind of reminds me of their kind of singer. He's like, you watched him and you couldn't take your eyes off him.
Yeah.
You know, you just mesmerized. I seen him, you know, I mean, a whole bunch of times. I saw him at the show that sticks out was at the OK Hotel in Seattle. I saw him, and that stage was really high, and you're kind of staring up at him, and you just can't take your eyes off him, and you kind of forget there's a band around him. But a great singer.
What the singer's supposed to be doing?
That's right. He controls.
That's right. That's how it works.
And he had all those girls just lined up in front of the stage. I had to, like, weave my way through them to get up to the front. Then I got pushed back. So, yeah, he definitely had the girls. But when Junior took over with Prayer Factory and they came out, I remember when I first heard this CD, I about dropped a load in my shorts. I couldn't believe this came out of Tacoma. You know, just, I think Brent DeRocher,
Yeah.
you know, recorded, produced, and mixed this thing.
Yeah,
And,
can't go wrong there.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of the man around, well, he's all over the place now.
Yeah. And you can hear you know, you got to listen really close, but there's a lot of sampling and stuff going on in the background of the CD. There's one of the songs has a phone busy signal through the whole song, and you really got to listen for it.
This is kind of like right around the time that Pretty Hate Machine came out.
Yeah.
And I think Junior heard that, fell in love with it,
Yep.
and started prayer. I mean, that's just me. I don't know. That's
Well, I think-
kind of what I always.
Well, it was right
thought,
during
which is not a bad thing.
right during
whatsoever.
the industrial bands were coming out. You had like Ministry, Frontline Assembly, stuff like that. They were, you know, pushing the electronics up
They used
a
to have
little
the
bit
big
more.
old screens behind them.
Yeah.
With the old,
Yep.
you know.
With the spinning, you know, colored lights on them and stuff
Yeah.
for us poor people, you know. And but anyway, here's Prayer Factory with Beautiful on the Inside.
Nice.
see what I mean about that voice? You don't forget it, do you?
No, it's good.
That's Junior. Boy, a lot of history.
I know somebody that loves him. Ron from
From what?
from 8 Days Clean.
Good old Ron. Red Ron.
Yeah, he's a big fan.
Love you, Ron. Ron Wolotny. That's another band I miss.
Yeah, I think they'll be back.
You better be back. Damn it. Come on, Ron. 8 Days Clean. We want you back. There's your cue. Go. 1, 2, 3. But next up, we got another Tacoma staple. These guys, I've seen them go through 20 different name changes, and probably just as many members. But when they ended up with the name Before Christ.
Speaking of Ron.
Speaking of Ron, yeah. Yeah, that was Ron's thing. I remember these guys. I first met them because we rented a room down at the metal shop. And Mark, their bass player, was running the metal shop at the time. And I went in there, met him, and this and that. Looked at the room, ended up renting the room, and I was in Inner Sanctum back then, and kind of rented a corner room. But the bands that were in the metal shop back then, that's another story. But there's a lot of history down there. For those of you listening, you kind of know what went on down there.
Fun.
Kind of. I think when we moved in there, the Rent-A-Humpers were in the first room to the left.
There you go.
So that's kind of telling you.
That was the beauty school dropout days when I was there.
Yeah, you guys are down there too.
Oh, yeah. We were the band everybody hated.
Didn't fit in with all the metal.
Yeah. We were the guys wearing polyester suits and makeup. They didn't like us too good.
Probably the rooms that I hung out in. But
drinking 40s of Old E.
yeah, you could walk up to the little, was it a Texaco at the time up there?
Yeah, get the 40 of.
Yeah, I remember a singer walking back with those Mickey's Big Mouths, the bumblebee things. And I had 3 or 4 or 5 of those a night. But Before Christ, I mean, where do I start? I mean, this band had, Ron was on guitar, Mark on bass, Wes on drums, and Nick Somerville was their singer. And when I first heard Nick, I think it was in a band called Quick Fix down there. And Nick just passed away a little while ago. But this guy, probably to me, is like the standout singer in Tacoma. And he bounced, there's a few bands he had after, which we'll talk about later, after Before Christ. But that's where, I met him from and everything. So great singer, great guy. Kind of miss you, Nick.
For sure.
We're going to go into some Before Christ. This is Love is Dead. There you go.
It's good. He's got a voice on him.
Yeah. Before Christ. Wow.
Remember him wearing what was it? He'd play with the priest outfit on.
Yeah. Later on, I think, the next band that we're going to go through here is called Desired Response Theory, DRT. And that was another one of Nick's bands. Mm-hmm. And I think he changed to a referee-looking outfit or something.
Oh, yeah?
He had like a striped shirt that he always wore.
I never saw them.
You know, and about then he lost his hair, too, I think.
No,
So he ended up shaving his head.
He did that in Before Christ, I remember, because he got that tattoo on the side of his head. And I was like... That was like so far back, you know. I'm like, who does that?
That's another thing.
It was like illegal to do back then.
Yeah, I forgot about the Before Christ tattoos on everybody's arms around Tacoma.
Hey, Rob Zanassi's got one.
Yeah, I see it popping up every once in a while. Like, hey, there's a Before Christ tattoo on your arm. You know, DRT, the next band. This song's called Know It All. This band, you know, minus Nick, is pretty much the petting zoo. Nowadays, they're still playing, minus Nick. They just played a couple of shows, I think. God, where'd they just play? I think they got one coming up at the Central in Kent. But these guys are still playing as the petting zoo. So, and matter of fact, this song is called Know It All, and they actually do this song still. So, you guys get a chance to look up the petting zoo online and check them out. This was the original version from DRT.
know-it-all. This is not about you. I'm doing this for me. I can do without you. Who you think that I should be? I hope you know I love you. I need to make you see. This is what I need to know. I've gotta break free. And all the things you said, you know you can't take back. Gone read it through my head. So what you think about that?
Message erased.
There you go. There's some DRT, Know It All.
I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. That's Jamie. They got a female singer.
Oh,
Yeah. And then her, that, if you listen to that, the DRT stuff, Nick and her were trading vocal parts. It was kind of trippy. But now they're strictly Jamie on vocals. Kevin playing guitar, who used to be in, let's see, Medicine Wheel with Nick, Quick Fix with Nick, Jason Bennett on drums was Quick Fix and stuff with Nick too back then. Then here we go. Here's another Tacoma staple band. I hate to say it, I was actually in this band for a little while. I don't hate to say it. It was fun. But for you guys listening out there, you all know this singer. This guy he's still around to this day. This is Poverty's Child. Everybody and their brother knows Terry. From booking, I mean, he's booked the Cedarwood?
wasn't he like running that bar right across from there?
Planet Hot Rod?
Planet Hot Rod,
Yeah.
yeah. That was a cool joint.
There, and I think he did the Cedarwood for a little while across the street there, and you go to the Stone Gate, and Terry's hanging out there to this day, and he's doing he's still doing the Zeppelin tribute stuff.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's actually really good.
Yeah, with Kashmir. I just bumped into him Sunday out there at Uncle Sam's for a benefit thing I was at, and God, what was his thing playing? I can't remember who was playing out there with him, but I bumped into him there, and we were talking for a little bit. But this band had Tony McDougall was playing bass on this album, and we lost Tony. I think it's almost a year ago.
About a year.
Yeah, about a year.
A little over.
And I mean, God,
I was actually pretty good friends with Tony.
Yeah, I remember Tony as a 16-year-old kid in ASB.
Yeah, that's where I met him. They practiced right next door to me.
Yep.
Met him there, and then I don't know, about 2 years ago, he called me up out of the blue, and he knows I have kids, and he's like, got Mariner tickets, so me, him, and his boy, and his son, and my kids, we all went down to check out the Mariners play, and the bass player for ASB, that's how he got hooked up with the tickets, because he's one of those sweeper guys that sweep the field,
Yeah.
do the little dance thing. And that's when Griffey was still playing, and he actually brought my son a signed ball from Griffey.
Nice.
Which was really cool. That was a good day.
God, he's been in, that's how I remember him, because that's when I first met him, was ASB, 16-year-old kid. And I remember, I think it was Christmas, he'd gotten a Strat. And Tony was a lefty.
Yeah.
And I remember coming in our room we were, the next room over, I think at the time, or one way or the other down there at the metal shop, but I remember coming over there, and he'd watch us, and he'd be holding his guitar, he'd go back in his room, and he's totally stealing your riffs.
Yeah, it's Tony. Totally. But the thing with Tony is he would just tell you that he did it.
Oh, yeah, flat out.
When he's walking over to the room to steal it, he would say, hey, guess what I'm doing? I'm going to steal this riff.
What was funny, when we put ASB on a couple of shows we did back then at like Club Tacoma, they opened for us, and I'm like watching them play, I'm going, wait a minute, where'd you learn that riff? And it'd be like either a little bit of Metamorphosis in there, or some band down there at the metal shop, that he would pick from. But the kid learned,
Did the old play it backwards?
And, no one will notice.
Classic.
No one will notice. But, and then he, God, he was in Poverty's Child, you know, and then moved on with Ron in 8 Days Clean.
Mm-hmm.
He was in 8 Days Clean for a while, you know, and then, you know, from there we all know what happened after that. But so we're going to play a little bit of Poverty's Child, Crazy You, Crazy Me.
I'm hearing voices that you cannot see. I'm dreaming crazy dreams only for me. My interpretation of today's events will cost you every last minute to be spent. Though it may be an ancient Indian warrior, challenging Caesar County's glorious. Old man Manson as he rots in his cell. Souls on fire, sure led down to a shell of a man. Understand? Do you believe in the magic? Do you believe in a dream? Have you lost your faith in love, or do you ever miss? It's so easy to be forgiven, and forgive is another thing. Have you lost your faith in me and the meaning of the ring? Crazy you and a crazy me. Did you hear? Crazy you and a crazy me. You better hit the road now, and you run from your fears. For the sky is falling, the end is truly near. Lots of people walking, not knowing what to do. Products of the world today, crazy me and crazy you. But then you hear the voices inside your head, got in the memories of what they said. Inner visions of the way you should be. Found that door, but you never belonged in the cave. Crazy you and a crazy me. Did you hear? Crazy you and a crazy me.
Poverty's Child, Crazy You, Crazy Me. Now I got to tell a funny story here. when I did the stint in Poverty's Child, I'll never forget doing a show. I remember Oldie's Tavern. It's over on 6th. It wasn't around that long. They had like a fold-out stage they threw on the floor that was like 2 inches high.
I don't remember that.
Terry, Mr. I'm going to do stage props, decides I'm going to build some pyros. We lit pyros off inside that place. And they didn't like that too much. The owner said, you guys are welcome to never come back again. So, good old Terry and the stage props, which nobody really does anymore.
I think the only place you can do them around here is Louis G's. That's the only place I've seen it, because he actually has the...
Yeah, as long as there's no fire involved.
No, you can there.
Oh, you can there?
Yeah.
Louis lets fire on the... Uh-oh, I have an idea.
I'm telling you. That's what I saw some pictures, and I was like, what? I'm like, ooh.
Really? Uh-oh, now my brain's turning. I'm going to have one of those, like Cradle of Filth does. They have that girl that comes out with the metal codpiece on the grinder.
The picture that I saw there had like the fire-breathing thing.
Really?
And they're like, right after they took the pole out. And I don't know. I saw that picture, and when next time I saw Louis, I asked him, I'm like, oh, I bet you were. And he's like, oh, no. I got the sprinklers, got it all fire-coated. You can do pyro in here. I'm like,
really?
I know, right?
As long as you don't light his place on fire.
As long as you don't light his place on fire.
That would piss off a lot of people. And you don't want to be known as the band that burned down Louis G's.
No, probably not.
Yeah. But now that I know, see, I was looking at building CO2 cannons, because you can get around the whole pyro thing with using the CO2 stuff. But now, heck, if we can do fire,
go for the pyro.
A little propane. Yeah. Now, the next band on this playlist, this is the first band. I remember hanging out. Well, you guys practiced up there at the SureGuard storage place up there in Puyallup on South Hill.
Oh, yeah, years ago.
Yeah, next door to you was a band called Kildecor.
Really?
Yeah, for a little while there. And I remember, hanging out, following these guys around like a little puppy dog.
It was a long time ago.
And, well, Kildecor turned into the Rhino Humpers.
Gotcha.
Well, I want to say Brian, went into the Rhino Humpers.
You just played with his band recently, didn't you?
Yeah, his new band, the Call-Offs.
Yeah.
And, shit. I mean, what can you say? It's Brian.
No, he's...
he's been around forever. He's a great guy. So we jumped from Kildecor, then he went into the Rhino Humpers, then he ended up in the Call-Offs. And, yeah, we played with him at Hell's Kitchen not too long ago. And super, super nice guy. Love the Call-Offs. I mean, I think we played them last week on the show, one of their songs off their new CD. But we're going to spin... Oh, we'll get to the stories about the Humpers and stuff after we play the song.
Event stories.
So you got Kildecor, Break My Heart. Now, how about that for a flashback? Kill the Core, Break My Heart. These, if there was a compilation that was put together back then, you could usually find Kill the Core on it. I mean, they were just everywhere. We're going to get into. I didn't get a chance to transfer the Humper stuff that I had over, but we're going to be bringing that up on later shows. I think with all the tunes we got now, we just got overwhelmed, and all the old cassettes that were, piling up. I mean, we got to transfer all that stuff over to even get it on the air. But the Rhino Humpers, you do want to?
Oh, I loved them. They were like one of my favorite. They were just it reminds me of a lot of Boone's Farm. That's what it reminds me of way back in the day.
Back then it was Boone's Farm.
Boone's Farm, and go watch the Rhino Humpers play.
Yep.
Try to find some girls or something. You know what I mean? That's how it worked back then.
Then, of course,
I ended up being in a band with Vince for a little while. In a band called The Last Call Romeos, which was, it was interesting. And I'm not sure what he's doing these days. Hopefully he's doing okay.
Hopefully.
I've heard things, but, So I'll run into him every now and then. And, like I said, I just hope he's doing good.
It's one of those bands that you could go see live and you could look around, you could see everybody singing the lyrics.
Oh, he was great on stage.
Yeah, I'll never forget it. Looking around, everybody knew the words. And to this day, I hear "in the butt." I still know all the words to "in the butt." I mean, there's so many good songs they did. There's not a lot of. I'm going to get on Mr. Mike Jowett out there. You got all that footage of these bands. This guy's got incredible amounts of footage. I know you got some Rhino Humpers in there, and people are dying to see this. There's a couple of vids up on YouTube, but they're in the recording studio in one of them. Mm-hmm. But I mean, their live show was just killer.
Well, Jeff Rouse now playing with Duff. I mean, come on,
he's playing Duff McKagan.
Yeah,
Jesus,
he's unloaded. I mean, can't do much better than that.
Lucky dog. I know he's on my Facebook. I see those pictures when they were down in Brazil and stuff.
Yeah, I know. You're jealous.
Yeah, looking out his hotel room window. Oh boy, how do you go from the Rhino Humpers to that?
Yeah,
it's big change.
He's actually got a new project now. God, I wish I could think of the name. The Glorious Lonely.
Glorious Lonely.
And Jeff Rouse is actually singing.
Really?
In that band, and they got the drummer from Villains of Yesterday.
Yeah.
He was also in Cruisy. Sean Zeller.
Oh.
Yeah, they're just starting out, so they're kind of. And I think it's the bass player from Everclear is playing.
Okay, so see, Jason's got this inside info for everybody. See how this is working?
I spend way too much time on Facebook. That's all it is. Honestly.
It's research.
Honestly, yeah. It's, these people, and it's you see their stuff. So that's the only thing.
Just keep liking it. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
Just keep like.
Once I got a smartphone, it was over.
Oh shit. We're gonna jump from the Kill the Core stuff. We're gonna jump from that. There's a couple of reunions going on of bands that were, more or less started out on the compilation stuff back in the day and just kind of exploded. This next band, Coven, they got a couple of original members decided to put the band back together, and they've been popping shows in here and there. But I mean, I remember seeing these guys back in the day, and they used to be on Everrat Records. I'll never forget that. Yeah, Thrash Forward, AMQA was on there, but they got on there. I think for a split second they were on there, but I saw these guys back in the day. Songs like McDonald Land Massacre, just stuff that weird lyrics are just stuck in your head. And this next song is called Iron Dick, and it's just one of them. To this day, I know all the words to this damn song. And they're playing now. They're they just played. I know they did a show with Destruction in Seattle. I was like, wow. But we're going to take a little listen to some Coven, Iron Dick.
Ah!